friends. It's Mike Stott, your president, I guess president now, of the Cherokee Association of Realtors, where we, as leaders, educators, and advocates, serve our communities, protect private property rights, and elevate our profession. It's been a whirlwind week. I'll be talking about some things towards the end of this, but I wanted to go through the numbers with you. Is we can look at what happened to the price in the month of October. Is we actually saw a dip to 470 from 480 in the median sales price, and the number of sales dropped to 277. I'm doing this video a little earlier this week because I'm traveling. I'm going to the NAR National Convention in Anaheim, and so these numbers may change if you double check them next week as people enter some of their closings. I do want you to notice, though, that the number of the price generally, the median price generally goes down in October each year. If you look historically, we just sort of see it drop. 180 to 170, 206 to 196, 284 to 273. So it's not unusual. Number of sales have dropped, down to 277, which puts us all back to 2011, 2012 numbers. And it's a little bit concerning because the number of people that live in Cherokee County and the number of homes have grown tremendously in the last 12 years, 20 to 25%. So we may be at the lowest number of sales per capita ever. In looking at this, the median sales price of Cherokee County, this is just a nice chart that you can show your clients over the last year. What are the prices done? Last year, the median price was $415. It's gone up to $470 today, down from the peak of $482 or $482,500. Again, the number of sales dropped to 277, which isn't our lowest month ever in February. And in January this year, we did have a lower number of sales. And the total days on market was about 38 days on market. So what does this mean right now? If we looked at Cherokee County, we have 716 active listings. We have just under 400 under contract, and we closed 277 last month. The good news is the under contracts increased a lot. And two-thirds to three-quarters of those close this month. We'll have better numbers for this month. Here's what's crazy is the median list price is $564, $518, but the median sales price was $470. If you look at $470 and the $564, so the asking price, the median asking price is almost $100,000 more than the median sales price. What does that mean? It means the market has an extra amount of homes on the market above the median sales price. We only have 439 homes that are detached under the median sales price and 92 under the median sales price of $470. Under 300,000, it's sort of interesting. I was at the Cherokee Housing Symposium that we had with some of our county commissioners, and they were very intrigued by this number, is that under $300,000, we have 22 homes for sale. That's it. In the entire Cherokee County, one of these is an Army Corps of Engineer land on Lake Allatoona. 8 are modular homes. They have difficult, different financing requirements. 6 said things like don't walk on the property without the agent present or, needs TLC. 2 are attached. And only 5 are move-in ready, but of those 5, 3 were under 900 square feet. And amazingly enough, we only had 2 homes expire in October. 2. Sort of interesting. So what does this mean? This means that our market the number of sales have dropped continuously. High interest rates are, now compared to the low interest rates that may be handcuffing some potential sellers to their homes. We're going to have a slower market for a while. What does that mean? Slower in terms of numbers of sales. I think our median price will continue to creep up because the demand is out there. If interest rates go down, we'll see the number of sales pick up. So this is information you can use with your clients. This week we had a lot of news here in Georgia, and it's easy to be caught up in doomsday or gossip or this. I mean, the Georgia Association of Realtors had its CEO is retiring, and one of the main people there is leaving to run our sister association, NAMAR. So we've had change there. Bob Goldberg, the National Association of Realtors president, resigned over the two lawsuits, and we did have the judgment in that one lawsuit. And I just wanted to address it. We sent this letter out, I believe, to all of you, but if you didn't see it, if you deleted it somehow, this is something that your leadership put together. So the big news is the verdict of $1.7 billion that could triple to almost $5.3 billion against several large franchises in the National Association of Realtors. What does this mean? The true answer is we don't know what it's going to mean to you, the typical great agent that's on the street. We do know that the NAR and the major franchises are going to appeal the verdict, which could add 2, 3, 4 years to this, and that there's a lot of press, a lot of fear-mongering, and the sky is falling in gossip. In fact, I have 2 buyers under contract. They both asked me for a kickback, basically, on the commission, and so I've got to do a better job. In a second, I'll talk about what that means. But we don't need to get into the sky is falling or the gossip. We need to stay calm. We need to be the presence of all is well. We don't know what the long-term effects this will have on our business, but here's what I do know. I've been licensed since 1980. In my career, I've seen the end of real estate as we know it several times. With MLS books being published every week, with the MLS coming on, with fax machines, and with the advent of franchises and the help you sells and the discount brokers in the 70s and 80s, with the internet coming on, the e-signatures and dual agency in the 90s and 2000s, with COVID recently, the end result is things change, but we persevere. We're smart, we work hard, we provide a valuable service. We deal with the uncertainty knowing that as long as people want to live indoors, there's a valuable service that we provide. Here's what we suggest as your leadership. Talk with your brokers. Be positive. Feed your mind good stuff. Answer the questions you may have. And if you have questions, send us a reply to this or email me, and we'll compile the questions and we'll work up some answers for you. But your broker's going to have some good answers. Here's what I know you're going to need to do. You're going to need to get a really strong and quality buyer presentation. Probably includes the GAR buyer representation form. You want to answer buyer questions, and you want to show them the value you bring to a buyer. Focus on what you control, which is your thoughts and your actions. One way I'm going to do this with my buyers is I'm going to count up all the blank spaces on the contract and the addendums and say something like, hey, there are 73 spots, dates, figures, check boxes that could work to your advantage or to your disadvantage, Mr. or Mrs. Buyer. For example, on the community association disclosure, if the seller doesn't fill this in, or they do fill this in, you're responsible for paying that fee, or you're not responsible for paying that fee, the initiation fee portion of it. So we can go through that. We can get some common sense answers, but you can only control your thoughts and actions. Try as I might, I can't control the interest rates. I can't control what the juries are going to decide. What I can control is the relationships I have with the people that I call my friends and my clients. I'm yours in service. It's Mike Stott. There's links here if you're getting the PowerPoint of this, or you can go to tinyurl.com, NAR Prez. We'll talk about what Tracy Casper, our National Association of Realtors president, does, and then real estate compensation facts will help answer some of those questions. One of the reasons to belong to the board, and I know it's dues time, is your dues works really hard for you. You get a total value of over $744, plus education, plus experiences, plus friendships, plus discounts for your dues dollars. So if you haven't paid yet, make sure you get them paid. And remember always that we're here to serve our communities, protect private property rights, and elevate our profession. If you have any questions, mike.ston@mac.com. Thanks for your time.